Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
Hello.
¿Eh?
Thank you.
Are you recording me?
Yes.
Yeah. Because you're gonna get posted on TikTok and everywhere. Because you're not. Who are you?
It's not comfortable for me.
Do you guys have a legal permit? Do you work for the city? If you give me your batch number and your name, I will show you all my permits. What is your name? Why should I give you my name? What is your name?
I mean, honestly, what is your problem? What is your problem?
Exactly. What is your problem?
Yeah, bye.
What happened to that narrative that America wasn't like this? What happened to that narrative where all Caucasian people, we are, protective over every group, we are accepting over any ethnicity and religion, and we see everybody as the same, we're all God's children, and yada yada. What happened to that? Because I don't see that in this video. The only person that realistically is in a shock and awe type of stance is the husband, because I'm pretty sure he just came there to get some food, and his wife, if that's the best words that I got for her, she decided that she wanted to go full-fledged this and start recording and talking about she's going to report people, and she needs to have identification, and she needs to know who they are, and a business card, and how is it that they're able to do this, and do you have a license, and all this other. You what like, yo, I'm not going to. Caucasian alabaster individuals, why y'all like this? Why y'all like this? And I don't care if people are going to say, "Oh, well, it's mostly the people from the right. It's mostly the people from the left." Nah, 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 nah. Like I said, I'm over that whole blockade, and I'm generalizing. I'm talking about all of y'all, because if I go back and look at pictures of some of your greatest hits, such as the White Hooded Brigade, that was all of y'all. It didn't matter what side of the political aisle that y'all were on. That was both of y'all that was a part of that exact same group. Not just only y'all, but you had a segment for your wives, and you also had a segment for your kids as well. So we're not even going to go there with that foolishness and that nonsense to try to act like, oh no, it's only one group of them that does this. It's not all of them. Nah, nah, nah. It's all of them up until proven otherwise. Batman had the same ideology when it came down to Superman or beings from a whole nother planet. He said that Superman, up until he knows, you have to treat with 100% certainty that Superman is an enemy, right? Because at that moment in time in Batman versus Superman, he is fighting for who? Humanity. He's not fighting for aliens or whatever it is, right? He needed 100% certainty. He wasn't going on a 1%, 2%, 5%. Well, they all might not be, trying to take over, the earth and enslave us and do all of these. Nah, nah, nah. He was like, yo, I'm about to come at this man full force. And if I'm proven wrong, then I'm proven wrong. If not, then, I did my job. That's how I look at this. But you got other groups of people that don't want to look at it like that, right? You have people that are honorary Caucasians, right? And that's the one thing that a lot of people don't actually understand. I did a video on this maybe about close to a year ago, where you have the I'm sorry, I was about to say Asian. You have a Hispanic grouping of individuals that fought. I say as early as like the 1940s, if my memory serves me correct about that video, where they made sure that they were seen as white, where they were seen as Caucasian. And they specifically stated that if they were seen as anything else other than white, then that was deemed to be racist. That was deemed to be divisive. that was deemed to be trying to teach separation and all of these things. They were very successful and they did it. You see exactly what's going on now. You see how it is that every single time that their brothers and sisters show up with cameras and videos, that nothing pretty much happens, because this is for all intents purposes, this is family, right? This is family doing family things. This is family treating, family a certain type of way. This has nothing to do with race. This has nothing to do specifically with color, religion, or anything like that. So, just in case anybody is confused as to why it is that you never see any action take place, you never see anything happen, this is why. To further put a stamp on what it is that I'm stating, go look at some videos of Hispanic Americans and look at how it is that the elders were back during those times when segregation was happening with black people. Have you ever wondered where it is that everybody sat on the bus? You ever wonder why it was only black people that were segregated directly on the bus and nobody else? Huh? You ever wonder that tidbit of information? You ever wonder about that history? Well, if you talk to a lot of the elders from that community, they'll tell you that they were sitting with the Caucasians. They were sitting with the Alabaster, the true Americans, right? They were fully assimilated and accepting. They were throwing away their language. They were throwing away whatever culture that they have. They were fully assimilating to what it is that they wanted, right? And the best way to assimilate is to become just like who it is that you're trying to assimilate with, right? So if you were at one point in time a part of one group and you spoke a certain type of language and maybe you liked a certain type of food, you're like, all right, I got to drop all that in order to make it. I got to drop all that in order to let them know that I'm willing to sacrifice all of this, which is me, in order to become more like them so that they will accept me more. And that's what they did. And you wonder why it is that you see a huge influx of people coming, from whatnot or wherever. That's why. Because they are here to specifically be the replacement crew. They are here to specifically be the group of people that are the next step in getting that power. Because they're like, all right, well, we're our population is pretty much dwindling, is falling down, so we're going to pull in our replacements real quick. We're still going to be in power. You can bet your top dollar, but we're going to have other people up there to block you guys out from anything ever again. And if anybody's to receive any type of money, anything that's going to push them forward, anything that's going to propel them up as a group, is going to be them, not you. And not just that, it's going to be every other group but you, specifically pertaining to black people. So, again, shout out to all of the black Americans who voted. Shout out to all the black Americans who had issues with me when I sat up there and stated that I was not voting and that I was going to, just keep my vote out of here. Shout out to those black Americans who questioned. Shout out to those black Americans who didn't understand what I was saying when I said that at the end of the day, regardless of if you vote or not, you'll still have people out here that will vote, that votes matter way more than yours do. And no matter what happens, there will always be a president in that seat. So, like I said, that's how the system works. That's how the system is built. It's never going to change. You're not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. So, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun times ahead. 20, 2030, 2035. Fun times ahead.